And you also have a concept in brand architecture and designing and stuff where they say that, there was this one guy called Dave Grohls. He's called an inspiration because he had a quote saying that normal designers design, but good artists can borrow, and great artists are normally real. So just to a midnight chai and stuff. And let me also share a few thoughts of the book that I had been reading. So extending that line, which is actually I feel it's Pablo Picasso's line, because this is what Dave Grohl has shared, and it said that good artists borrow and great artists steal and keep it real. So he says that studying somebody else's success and studying somebody else's design is a great way to kind of learn and seek inspirations from. And when you're looking at others, you're observing at others, when you're following others, I'm not saying you become a stalker or you become obsessed with someone or something or the other. That's pretty negative and that's really a bad spot to be in. But I'm talking about being visionaries. I'm talking about the design world. I'm talking about creativity and stuff. So when you're actually finding inspiration in the works of other people and you're examining their businesses or you're examining their success stories, you're reading magazines, you're reading online portals, you're following Instagram and stuff, and you're also reading books and stuff like that, and you're interacting with people from other parts of the world, and you're visiting exhibitions like the one that I was in, you will actually realize that creativity is so easy and so underrated and stuff. And we should not be even calling or commenting on anything as being frivolous, and we shouldn't be criticizing anything. We shouldn't be calling something as lousy. We shouldn't be saying something like "Abhi ye to bekar hai." You know what I mean? This is this is the reaction of a lot of people and stuff. The point is that you got to hold your horses and you got to hold on to your thought processes and stuff and comments, because people put in so much of time and energy and stuff. And I could see at the design fair and I could see at this global interaction zone that people had been preparing for the exhibition and for their stalls maybe 6 or 8 months back. So similarly, when you have artists and you have designers, or you have people who are doing any kind of work, let's say photography, or they're basically doing a film, they're writing a book, or they're kind of recording something, it's always a good idea to kind of have patience with them and try and understand from where they're coming. Because if you were asked to do something which they don't do that great, you will not be able to do even 10% of that. That's a challenge for people who are ignorant and people who don't know zilch about creativity and stuff. If we were to put you in a task to do this, you will not be able to do it. So it's always a great idea to reserve your comments and stuff. And in brand architecture also teaches you about analysis and stuff. And as you do analysis and you study the designs of different countries and different finishes and different textures and different structures, and you spend your time in similar in different places, you will realize that you're coming out of a fixated zone to a learning zone where you're actually unlearning. And it's a concept, they say that you got to unlearn and you got to learn new. So stagnation is something which happens when you're doing the same thing repetitively and stuff. So this is a tip and a hack that I'm giving you, that if you want to really unlearn and you want to absorb new, you got to challenge your mind, you got to challenge your intellect, you got to challenge yourself as a person and a personality and try and do something new. And as you do that, you will also have this you know experience that you thought that a certain design or a certain concept can be done only in a certain manner. But as you interact and as you deliberate and as you kind of have a chat with different people, different artists, they can be of any level, they can be as great as maybe somebody who's doing the most expensive luxury. It can be a premium mind, it can be an affordable mind, it can be a karigar or a labor guy. There is so much to learn and so much to exchange. And as you go through the process and stuff, it will also help you kind of revisit a lot of thoughts or a lot of learning which you've left way behind in your college or maybe in your journey of your work and stuff. So this has been happening to me because I have some stuff happening at my residence now, and there's also another project which is happening and stuff. So there's so many thoughts which the old school guy and I exchange, and as we are briefing each other and stuff, we both seem to be kind of getting into sync, and we are both able to understand how we work, and we are both able to understand that what is the quality of material, what is the concept, what is the finishing thing, and what is it that we are going to do to finish it off and stuff, so being a part of a team and interacting with different people at different levels also teaches you. And today his son came in. I'm sharing an experience. His son, who's just 22, he came in, and he's actually doing something which is virtual designing, and he's into graphic design, and he's working for a retail store in Nehru Place. And as we got talking and we were having a discussion, he was asking me about his career choices and stuff. And I was kind of listening to him, and I was sharing my thoughts with him, in a way, indirectly mentoring him. It also kind of took me back through my own journey and my own story. And what I could figure out was that so many people start in a similar fashion, and we can always mentor them and we can always guide them. And as we do that, we will also realize that we are ourselves personally and professionally kind of growing, and we are kind of getting fresher in our minds, because a lot of people are scared to revisit their past, or they are very close to the idea of even revisiting where they began their education, or where they studied, or where they had some bad experience and stuff. But the point is this, that if you can come out of that, you visit it for a short while, you come out of that and you start focusing on the positive, and you use that in a positive manner to kind of inspire someone and mentor someone, then that's a great way to kind of understand that you're not living in your past, but you're already in the present. And that benchmark, or that standard of educational experience that you've had, is also teaching the other person to kind of take steps, baby steps, and go forward. So in brand architecture, you meet different people and stuff. So it's always a great idea to keep an open mind, to always unlearn and learn. And you have to kind of do away with the fixation and the stagnated mentality, which is actually in a way a war with yourself, because some people get really intense in their thinking, and some people can get really shady, some people can get really negative, and some people can get really intense and stuff, like I said. But the point is this, it's because maybe that design or that experience is making you feel in a certain manner. And we all go through that. We have different experiences every day. But the point is that you rather focus on what's making you feel amazing and great, and what is the real reason for which you're actually designing, and what is the objective and rational and purpose of that particular concept. So all these thoughts, they come to everybody and anybody. But if you have to undertake and go through the uncharted waters and stuff, you have to take that journey yourself, and you have to be like a ship which is cruising along all the challenges and stuff, and you actually reach your final destination. So in design and architecture, there is nothing known as there's nothing known as a permanent design, because you can also kind of keep revisiting and debating and renegotiating, and you can also kind of keep redesigning and upgrading your stuff and stuff. So this is the best part about design architecture. If you find this really helpful, send me a message, get in touch with me, and thank you so much for all your likes and your messages and stuff. Do remember to spend some time alone somewhere, in other places, some uncanny places where you've not been and stuff. People are kind of, a little worry of spending time alone or being in different environments and stuff. But I think that's a great challenge to yourself. And if you can be in a different place, it can also inspire you. Say, for example, I was in the golf club today, and I was giving myself uh, a purposeful change and stuff. And I went there and I saw the nature, and I spent time with some friends of mine and stuff, and I played a little bit of golf and stuff, and I came back thinking about concepts around nature, around animals, around golf and stuff. So this is what even nature can do to you. So it doesn't have to be an expensive sport like a golf course. It can be anywhere, so you can get inspired from anywhere and anywhere. So in brand architecture, environments also matter, but what's really important is rather than just focusing and aligning yourself, or to be fixated in a certain environment, it's a good idea to kind of challenge your own mold and be in new zones and different areas where you know that inspiration can come. इंस्पिरेशन कहीं से भी आ सकती है, कभी भी आ सकती है. तो उसमें कोई घबराने वाली बात नहीं है. अगर आपको कोई अलग अलग इमोशंस फील हो रहे हैं, द बेस्ट इज किसको चैनलाइज करके यू ट्राई एंड डू अ कॉन्सेप्ट आउट ऑफ इट. And I'm Justin Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor Design. Happiness is understated. And if you were to also understand and perceive the concept of bio design or bio architecture, You will have this insight that bio design and architecture is also extremely interesting. And it doesn't have to be news, it doesn't have to be views, it doesn't have to be terrorism, it doesn't have to be war, it doesn't have to be activism and stuff. It can also be a lot of interesting stuff that you can read, magazines, read books, follow videos. Social media is available to you 24 by 7. It is so easy. Make the best use of it. And when you're revamping yourself and you're empowering yourself in education, then knowledge is going to be the driving force and the master for you. So you will feel joy and happiness when you spend your time on a purpose or a meaning, or having a rationale as to why you're spending so much of time on the internet and stuff, rather than saying, hey, you know what, I think I'm wasting my time on social media. But again, I'm kind of helping you revisit the fact that it's actually the quality of information that you visit. And yes, there are a lot of people who are wasting their time following some shit programs on social media and on TV. So if you have people telling you and pointing it out, take it in a positive manner. Some of them may even mean it in a positive light, because they know that wasting time is not a good idea. And if you can channelize that and follow some good creative stuff, or follow stuff which is going to really help you kind of go somewhere in your day or in your career, or even help you grow as a person, whether you have a job or not, that's going to really help you. This guy who's 22, who's in college, venturing into a new job, is a good example, because after spending time with me, he himself said at the end of the day that, I have so much now to know from you, and thank God मैंने आपसे बात करी, and you kind of guided me in the right direction and stuff. So you may have a lot of bright ideas coming from the internet and social media as well. So take this in a positive light. Social media is not always a bad bet, and neither is Instagram, neither is YouTube. What depends? What really drives the way forward and your intellect is what is it that you're following and stuff. So I'm Jashin Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of Amdecor Design. I'm on social media by the same handle. I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram, and our website that is the online store is deactivated and stuff. And you can easily get in touch with me on justinkapani.im@gmail.com. Thank you so much and take care. Love and luck. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. So thank you for your best wishes, and hoping to meet you in person very, very soon. So you have a great day and enjoy yourself. At the end of the day, even if it is close to midnight and stuff, you don't have to be drinking, and you don't have to be drunk. You can always indulge in some balanced and some healthy choices like a chai. And this has got some ginger, this has got some dalchini, and this is advisable for your throat and your weather and stuff. And it is basically going to also help you combat something which is pollution. Okay, so love and luck, take care, bye bye, have fun, yeah.